Hello! Hey, this took a second to start the recording. Hello! Welcome to a first look at Rogue Legacy 2. I'm renaming the series. I talked about this in Monster Train a few days ago. I'm renaming the series to be called First Impressions in the titles, but I'm probably still going to call it a first look. Anyway, big game here. This is a real big game. I've covered a lot of stuff that I feel is like doesn't really have a legacy, if you will, Rogue Legacy. Yeah. But this is a big game, big title. I wanted to cover it because I'm going to be streaming a bit of it. This game's pretty fun. It released out of early access on the 28th of April. You will probably be watching this somewhere around the 31st or May 1st-ish, somewhere in that range. But this is a game by Cellar, I believe, Cellar Production, Cellar something. Here, I should really have this shit open. Hold on. Let me pull up the Steam page and I'll read some stuff. Cellar Games is what their name is. You may have heard of their first game, Rogue Legacy 1. Very impactful game, I feel. I played a lot of it in high school. 2013, this one came out originally. This game, Rogue Legacy 2, a very worthy successor, I feel. If you've watched for a while, I streamed this one day when it came into early access, and I thought it was very bad. I will be honest, 100% honest with you. I thought it was not good. So Rogue Legacy 1, I'll show it off a little more when we get into it, but there are these traits that your characters will have, and in Rogue Legacy 1, there were a lot of traits that really just fucked up the screen. Like, there were traits that made the whole game upside down, there were traits that flipped your controls, there were traits that made your screen super bright, I'm pretty sure. And like in 2013, those were the sorts of things that I saw and I went, haha, that's funny, and then I just moved on. But in 2022, I go, damn dude, this is fucking awful. Because sometimes you pick from 3 characters and sometimes you only get those sorts of traits and you have to go, damn, I can't see shit, man. This sucks. So they took those out in the release, which is cool. It's something that was like a fun joke that wore thin very quickly, I feel. So it's good to see. Anyway, this game is, I believe, $20. Let me see. It is $25, but it's on sale right now for $20. How exciting! There is controller support. It's in a lot of languages. Very cool. And if you don't know, I guess I should say, this is like a, what would you call it? It's like a, I've kind of thought of it as like a roguelike Hollow Knight, but it's not quite Hollow Knight. It's got differences for sure. But like gameplay basically is platforming, is like an action platformer with a randomized map that you traverse, and I'll show off the gameplay a little more, but that's your basics. We'll go through the settings real quick. This game does have full controller support. I don't know if I have said that. I will be playing keyboard and mouse, but you have controller support if you prefer it. I think that it is okay on both of them. I prefer keyboard and mouse because, I don't know, my problem I've had a lot of trouble with is the controls. I've had a lot of trouble getting the controls to work for me. However, let's begin. You got all of these settings. I'm not going to go through all of these, but these are actually pretty interesting. These are the house rules, I think is what they were called, or is that somewhere else? Trait name scientific or non-scientific. That's a cool one. Toggle down jump kick. I haven't actually read through these. Anyway, there was somewhere I saw house rules, but I don't know where that went. There was ways you could change like mechanics of the game, which were cool. You got your standard full screen, graphic settings, VSync, lock cursor to window. Actually, I will turn this off. I don't want that on. High quality, the usual. Yeah. Actually, it's probably gonna bite me. Anyway, volume here, master music and sound, very simple stuff there. And then fully rebindable controls. Cool here as well. Happy to see it. Toggle flight, yo, I didn't know there was flying. The interesting thing is that you have 2 dash buttons that you can use if you so desire. I don't really understand it, but you can use dash left and dash right, or you can just use the one and use your momentum. But rebindable keyboard and mouse as well. This is not the default control setup. I have edited mine a little bit for my own enjoyment. But Yeah, all that out of the way, I think I don't have anything else for you. I will check if this game is on Humble Bundle. No sponsorship here, no like key sent to me or anything. I bought this game myself. But I will check, and if this game is on Humble Bundle, I will remember to put a Humble Bundle link with my partner number or whatever in the description, so that if you want to pick up the game yourself, you can support me as well a little bit. That's cool. And if not, I will just put the Steam link and all of that stuff. So, I was thinking about how I wanted to do this, and I'm just going to hop in on my current save file. So the game has 5 save slots, which is cool. And I will pick... So this is the save file that I used when I started the game way back when. Last year when it entered early access. This is the save file I played on stream, and then this is the one that I played when I just started out to see if I liked the game before I streamed it. I'll play on the save file that I played on my stream. I think that's fine, and I will take you through all of it. So this is so the way that it works, first of all, is that they call it a genealogical roguelike. So each of your characters is an heir in the line, and you can go through and you can see like, oh, here's all my characters. Look at this. These are all the characters I've played. Very cool. I thought it would let you see something about them, but I guess not. So the characters have different classes. On the left we have a chef, in the middle is a mage, and on the right is a knight, and there are a lot more than this. I will show off some of them. I'll show them off when we leave this area and I pick my character. You can see on the right they have their information. The first thing is their main weapon. This is the same for each character of the type, so like... oh, and also the second thing is the same as well, the stew. For example, on the chef, the chef always has the stew. The mage is an exception because they just have a second spell for their talent, I think it's called. But like, so for example, here we have the knight. This is your starter character, basically. Starts with good health and mana. They have a 5% increased chance to crit. They start with the sword, which you can attack while moving. Very simple arc. They have the shield block, which blocks 50% of incoming damage and applies vulnerable to enemies, which just makes them take more damage. If you block on the last second before an attack hits you, it blocks all the damage instead. And then the last thing here is the spell. Each character starts with a spell, and again, mages start with 2. This is random. Every character starts with a different spell, and it changes. There's no certainty. So to recap, you have your main weapon and your trait, which are the same for every character, or every class. It's always the same, and then you have your spell, which is different. And then at the bottom we have our traits. Traits are basically passives. So if you have a particularly bad trait, also you get more money for your run. I am probably going to play this extremely good character for a first look, a knight with no traits. However, the traits are a lot of the fun. When you play with the trait once, you learn what it does for the future, and it'll fill it out. Like I've never seen clumsy before. Pretty sure clumsy means you break objects when you land on them, but not sure. But like bookish here, you get bonus magic damage and magic capacity, or MP capacity, but you lose max HP. So this character probably has very low HP. Interesting. So we're gonna play the knight, because the knight is simple, straightforward, hit enemy. So when you play your runs, you gather gold, and when you finish your runs, you come to this area and you get to spend your gold for permanent upgrades. The gold then goes away when you start your new run. Very roguelite-esque. So you can see my tech tree here a little bit. I'll show off the classes pretty much. There's a lot of classes though, from what I understand. Right now I have the duelists, the Valkyries, the ranger, the knight, of course, the knight's a passive. You always have that barbarian, chef, and mage are what I have right now. And then just a bunch of other stuff here. There's like increased max weight, you can unlock stuff for the town that we have, which you'll see here in a moment. Just permanent weapon damage, permanent spell damage, permanent max HP, permanent max HP. I haven't seen what the architect does. I'm going to unlock... Oh yeah, and then at the bottom here we have things like more money. These are like meta progression stuff. This is, like for example here we have... This is the one, unlocks the living safe, so now you don't lose all of your gold, you lose some of your gold. It's like 90% basically, and then you can increase it. Yeah, I'm actually gonna just put my money into increasing the gold conversion, and then we're gonna move on. So I'll run you through all of this. Well, first of all, let me spend some time here. Let me show you the main mechanics. So each character has their basic attack. The Knight's is just this little sword swing. And these are going to change from weapon to weapon. Top left, you can see health, mana, and armor. Armor is a passive. Here, we talk to this guy. And he, as you go throughout the game, you will find blueprints, and blueprints you can use to buy armor. Armor does things. You can see the stats on the right. Like the helmets give more HP, the chest pieces give armor. So the armor gives a flat reduction of damage taken. So the 9 means we take 9 less damage from all damage sources. The cape gives more magic damage, and the oh, these actually do different things. Okay, so like the Scholar's one gives magic crit damage, and the leather band gives armor and a weapon. The other number up here is your resolve. So resolve is sort of like trinket carrying capacity. Someone called it like pact shards also, which is apt. The way that it works is when you pick up a relic in the game, you lose your resolve, and if your resolve goes below 100%, you start losing max HP. So, game gets harder, but you get stronger as a result. Similar to pact shards, in a sense. And you'll notice I don't have a full set of armor equipped because when your weight gets higher, it costs you more resolve, so you can pick up less relics in the end game. You also gain resolve here. If I show you this real quick, if I put on all the leather gear, I will gain a little bit of resolve back because I will have this unity bonus. So you get a bonus basically for wearing set effects. That's about all there is to see here. I'll actually, do I have the money for this? No, I do not have the money for this. I'll buy these later on. But yeah, you can see we get less resolve because we go up to chunky there. So that's that. And then we have the Enchantress over here. She's the other main one. She just gives you these runes. Same sort of idea. You have these cost a weight, and they do an effect. Here we have Lifesteal. I have right on now, which is just 4% HP gain on hit. Or is it? Oh, it's 4% HP on kill, actually. And then I have increased attraction range for pickups. So one more rundown of the skills now. We have Swing, we have our Talent, which you just use. When this blocks something, it'll go on cooldown for a set amount of time. The big mechanic here is we also have a Dash. This is, you won't start with the air dash. You unlock it as you go, and like there's a lot of these sort of maneuverability things that you unlock as you go. However, a very big mechanic here is this one. This is the spin jump. So by pressing shift, and you're gonna hear me pressing my keyboard a lot, I apologize, but by pressing shift, you get to do a little downward strike, and if you hit something, it'll make you fly up in the air, and basically just act as a reset for your jump. I also unlocked recently, this is not by default, you don't get this to start with, but I unlocked the Echo Boots, which makes it so that when you do a spin jump, you reset your dashes in the air, because you only get one dash in the air. I tried to do another one, but I can't really illustrate that I can't dash right now. So, that's all of that. There's some other meta progress stuff over here, and like there's a whole lot basically. There's a ton of meta progress stuff, and I cannot spend all of my time going through it. But this is the basics. Lastly here, I will show off, I guess I can show the spell real quick. This is the White Star, just goes out of distance and then explodes. Importantly, also hurts us and sends you flying. But we heal in town, you don't normally heal. Let's get to it. Karan, take me away. So the other mechanic that you'll need to know about is that when you hit enemies, you get your mana back. 10 mana per hit. So the game is broken up into, there are, it looks like 6 bosses. I have killed the first boss, and then we're gonna, once we kill all of the 6 bosses, which are split up into 6 different zones throughout the map, you will presumably be able to open this door. And I'm just gonna kind of play, and you'll get a feel for it as we go. Enemies are in the world. This is the first zone, and I am pretty meta progressed past it at this point, I would say. But you know, I'm on to the second zone, but I have not put in the time to unlock the fast travel over there. Ugh. I'm still getting used to the controls as well. I don't know why. I switched my controls, so I switched which button was dash for me. like after starting the game, and I am still trying to get used to it because I switched it to right click. And I don't know why I am having so much trouble with getting used to it, but you know, here I am. I'm gonna open all of this stuff. So I'm gonna mostly just bool around in this starting area so you can see what the gameplay is like. But I am one-shotting all of the enemies, so I will probably try to go to the area that is more level specific for me here. I didn't want to start off. I guess I could have started off a new file and just skipped the tutorial and gone through all the discussion stuff that I did at the start there, but I don't know. I debated a lot on how to do a first look for this game because it is kind of hard to really cover it effectively, I feel. For me, from my position, because I like to just play a game for a bit, get a feel for it, and then info dump you, but I don't know. Is it really best? Here are the relics I was talking about, so you can see these costs resolve. Let's try the Heron's Ring. I don't know what this does. For every point of resolve will 100% deal in a bonus 1% bonus magic damage. That's terrible. I'm not gonna do magic damage. Are you kidding me? Oh, these are teleporters, by the way. If you, when you pass these, you can just teleport around the map to where you've seen other teleporters. Cool stuff. Good quality of life, for sure. There are secret walls and things like that as well. There's a ton in this game. I am really quite staggered with how much they were able to add to this game in the last year. I am not afraid. I will take the damage to gain max HP. That's just a little trade-off there. Trade-off max HP for... or trade-off current HP for max HP. Very fun. And then... I want to actually show this off too here. There's a pretty cool little, like, you see these lanterns at the top? There's a pretty cool little puzzle jump you do to get up there. I want to do it without doing the jump reset because this is where you get the jump reset. Yeah, you do this little puzzle jump to come up here, and I thought that was pretty cool. Like, this is a great area. I'm actually going to go retraverse this because this is a really good area to show off how you get around in this game. I messed it up there. But... like, this puzzle, jumping through this area is really cool, I think. Oh yeah, if you get hit, by the way, you get to do that little mid-air recovery I did there. You get the point, but I'm gonna go all the way up real quick. I think that that's really neat, and a really cool way to use an interesting mechanic. But, you know, I don't need to be here. I just wanted to show that off. Oh yeah, the other thing about spin jumping is you can do it another way. So shift is the button by default, but you can also do it by holding down and then jumping. I think that that's a little bit awkward for me. I'm still getting used to it, right? It still is a bit of a struggle, but you know. Oh yeah, also you can use left alt to look around and you can watch me absolutely miss that. Oh god. Thought you were gonna give me with those spikes? You think I was born yesterday or what? Remember, my dash attack always crits, but if you do it too early like I did there, I will not get it in time. So the first area you saw, it was like a bunch of rooms that were see-through walls, right? The first area you saw, it doesn't one-shot that guy, what a shame. I do have contact damage on. You can turn it off, I think. Yeah, here's the house rules button. So you can turn on house rules to change how you want to play the game, basically. So you can lower enemy damage, enemy health. Oh, you can enable flight. Ah, that's cool. Really, I didn't know you could do stuff like this. Whatever I was saying, I'm gonna table that for now. Very cool that these house rules are in the game. Things like enable flight. How much can I lower their health by, actually? I'm a big champion of these sorts of accessibility things in the game. How do I do? There you go. Okay, so you can up the enemy HP as well. So you can half their HP or you can double it. Very cool. I'm a big fan of things like this in the game. I'm gonna assume that it's 50% and 200% for all of them. Modify the amount of burdens to enter deeper new game pluses. Oh yeah, this game, a big focus of this game is on like chaining new game pluses, by the way. Someone in my Discord, shout out Alembic, he has like, I don't know how many he said he has, but he put a picture of a lot of new game pluses. Because every time you get a new game plus, they add a crown to your start screen. And there's a lot of them on his screen. I don't know if that was necessarily his, but I think it was his. I choose to believe it was his. Oh, what? It got moved into the corner. I got baited. Also, did not realize these were arrows. I thought they were spears, and I jumped back into them. Oh, okay. I also thought that that was going to not be instant. I thought it was going to have a little delay to it like the spears. However, very much not. Looks like you're going to be seeing the death mechanics pretty soon, because I am getting smoked in here. Ooh, that's... yeah, I saw the arrows a little too slowly. Okay, I'm getting back 2 HP every time I kill an enemy, so we're on our way back. Ooh. Oh, I can't... can I not hit that? This guy, you just have to touch him and he turns off for a little bit. I'm gonna move over here because I think he's gonna turn back on soon, and I don't want to be in the thick of it when he does. This is definitely recoverable, but death is not a big deal in this game. It's extremely fine to just fuck around and find out in this game, and then die and come back to life as a new character. Like, there's not a big penalty for dying, which is good. The penalty is you lose progress you've made, I guess, but... hey, what the fuck is this? Enter the pit, dude. Where am I? Oh, I'm in hell. I see. I have made a terrible error. I'm gonna die to this guy that I just sent my spear through. Or this guy. I can handle the projectiles, maybe. I was hoping maybe I'd get like a heal for coming in here. No, that guy sniped me. Dude, he like frame perfect landed and shot me with that arrow. Did you see that? I did not think he had it in him, really. Scarcher got me. Alright, I'll play one more run real quick. We'll play another class. We have a 25% chance of avoiding a fatal blow is his antique trait. Gigantism. I imagine that you get hit a lot easier. Let's play as the chef, though. The chef is cool. Also get to unlock knowledge of a new trait. I will put my money into... I'm gonna put it into meta stuff if I can. I cannot. Increase gold gain for certain traits. Don't need that. I'm gonna take the damage up. Increases dexterity, raising damage on weapon crits. Ooh, unlocks assassins. You are gigantic. And if you ever want to read more about what you have, there's a whole bunch of stuff up here I should show off as well. You can see your map here. You can see your stats at any time. You can see what your gear is. Yeah, so these are heirlooms. These are permanent. You can read about quests. And you can read a glossary. Okay. So the chef... I don't know if it says it anywhere on the chef. Hang on, let me look. Ah, yeah, here it is. The chef's special thing is that your weapon applies burn, which is just a little dot. So every time you hit at something, it's going to burn for a bit. Alright. Take me away, boss. I wish I could show off the boss fight that I did, because the boss fight was really cool. However, you do not get to refight the boss. He is the same every time, and then when you kill him, he is dead. And I imagine the idea there is, you know, just New Game Plus, right? Go to the new content and then go to New Game Plus. And that's fine with me. So the chef's thing is you have good health, or lower health, but you have the burn on attack, and you have the higher mana. You also have Stew, which is a 3-charge heal, basically. So I can use it to heal and regain all of my mana. We made it over here pretty quickly this time. I'm gonna, you know, you can do these runs pretty quickly as well, is the thing, when you know what you're doing. Which, you know, I clearly don't. However, they thought they were gonna get me with that. Yeah, this area is 1 or 2... what the hell? I ain't never seen that before. This enemy over here is like a champion version of the enemies that we've been fighting. Oofda. I wanted to try hitting them with the... Yeah, so this version, I see it now. The champion versions, they will have different effects, and his champion thing was he cheated death there. And he became immune to damage and shot out a bunch of stuff. This is a good time to use Stoop. So it's a 3-charge ability. It heals a little bit and refills our mana, and then every time you get one of those health pickups, which is the meat, it'll refresh and you'll get another charge. Here's where I'm going. Oh wait, oh, I'm gigantic. It's gonna be kind of tough to not die to this guy, right? Can I do this? Does this go through walls? It does not go through walls. I think I just had to get hit there. Or maybe that didn't hit me? Maybe that didn't hit me. It would kind of suck if the trait just meant that I was forced to get hit there. However, that's definitely something that can happen in this game. Oh, oh, that's right. The frying pan, the special thing about the frying pan weapon is that it reflects projectiles. If you hit projectiles out of the air, it turns them around. Also, these red guys, I don't know if I said it explicitly, but what they do is they shoot you if you attack while you're inside of their little zone. Here, I'll show it off over here. Hold on. See that? This one's going to hit me, almost certainly. Yeah, nothing I can do about that one. I think it's worth it though. And took it. Oh, there was another trap. They put the arrows. It's worth it for the money though. The money's just meta progress though. Ultimately, it is just progress towards making yourself stronger for future runs. And hypothetically, I could finish the game on this run, right? And that's kind of the appeal of these sorts of things, I feel. Ah, this time there's a bow. So what this is if I want to, I can trade my weapon. So I could switch my frying pan out for the bow. It's a one-way trade, I can't go back. I really like the frying pan, actually, but I'm down to play the bow, you know? I'm down to give it a shot and show it off. And so, this is your standard, you know, shoot arrow. If you shoot the arrow right when the thing flashes, you get a critical attack. Standard stuff there. But ranged attacks, usually pretty good in games like this. Oh yeah, the other thing that's kind of cool though, that I should say, is you propel yourself backwards when you shoot. So I think that the only reason that I do not float when I do that is because of gigantism. When you do this on another character, you'll actually be able to maintain your position in the sky forever, pretty much. You don't quite have enough to go up, but you can go... you can... Oh, God. Mistimed my jump. You can stay neutral in the air forever, which is cool. And yeah, it's an arc as well, so we can just kind of shoot around them. I'm trying to make it... Oh, we got maximum soup, by the way. I picked up a health pickup. I hate these blobfish. These guys really fuck me up. Any enemy that shoots multiple projectiles that are pseudo-random, fuck me up. That's a mana to deal with. I just don't really... As long as I stay moving here, it's fine, yeah. I don't really use my spell that often. I don't really like this spell. It's like a... That's what it does. It hits enemies above you is the idea. I don't really need that though, you know? What do I care about enemies above me? Oh, did not see that. You gotta watch. They're very tricky with their traps in this game. Oh, I saw that one though. Another one of these. So these are like the little side rooms, I guess, that hold the yeah, the little pickups. I can definitely take the damage to up my max HP. I have full soup. I'll actually make a soup right now. Super. I deserve that. That damage 100% deserved. Think I'm not gonna see that shit? Yeah. Oh. That guy shoots fireballs. Do these follow me indefinitely? They do not. Okay. So this guy's effect is that he shoots fireballs, and he has that little fire wave attack. Oh. He's a flamer. I wonder if I went down there and triggered the spikes if he would take damage from them. What do you think? I think he might. The enemies tend to get hit by things like that in this game. I'm just dipping the fuck out of there. I'm not staying. You can't make me. Okay, you know what? I thought I was gonna be cool. I thought that was gonna be sick, okay? I was wrong. Yeah, that, you know, again, extremely deserved. Okay, so you can sort of bait these. That's okay then. Nope. Mr. Skeleton, no. What? I didn't make it. I think we made it pretty much to the end though, right? I don't know if I've ever made it this far. Yeah, I've gotten here once. This is where Pizza Girl lives. You saw her, she's in town. I picked her up over there at Pizza Town. Have I been here before? Is this new content? I have not been here before. I don't think I'm supposed to be here. I'm definitely supposed to go this way. Okay. It's a little bit easier with the bow, I gotta say. Much easier when I don't have to interact with my enemies at all. Like a real archer. What am I doing? I'm going... Do I even have a chance of making that? I don't think so. Oh, but you know what? I bet I can do this and then it activates it. Oh, it doesn't activate it. Okay, I don't think I can make that. Because I don't believe I can spin jump off of the teleporter. Oh, I got like frame perfect hit there. Oh, I knew it was gonna happen too. I was dillying and dallying way too long in front of the arrows. I was asking for them to shoot me right there. This is like the first enemy I've seen that I can actually use this ability on. This ability seems like garbage. Not ability, spell. Oh. Alright, I knew it was gonna happen. I knew I was gonna click off at some point. I did it again. Oh god. And it started playing the video I was watching. I was listening to the Chrono Trigger Corridors of Time. That's what that was. That song goes fucking insane, by the way. I heard it on stream today because I'm playing Chrono Trigger. Ooh, fairy chest. I'm very glad to see this because I really wanted to see one of these to show it off. So another big feature is these challenge rooms. I will do this one. I think it's going to be impossible though. So the chest spawns and the goal is to reach it without getting hit. How am I going to do that? I think it's actually not possible for my character. I do not believe that this is a doable challenge. Yeah, because you don't have iframes on your dash. There are characters who have ways to get around that, like you could instant block with the knight, for example. Duelist has a role that's fully invulnerable. This character just cannot do that challenge. That's the nature of randomly spawned challenges, though. A lot of them are just like big skill challenges as well. It's like, you know, reach the end and it's like a room full of bouncing spikes. Also, don't get hit on the way. And that's fine. Some of them I just don't do because I don't feel they are worth. What am I doing? I dashed right into that shit. Thankfully, I have high rolled the bones. They are everywhere. This area is very long. I thought it was going to be pretty quick, actually. What does this say? The shops, the houses, the follow to war. Look, I'm not gonna. There's a whole overarching story going on that you can keep up with and read about what happened in this area. I am not going to read like part 7 of 25 to you in this video though. This video is just for you to see the game and see if you want to pick it up. You know, I'm not gonna read the story to you. You don't need me to tell you. You can pick it up and see for yourself. I can't believe I got hit there. I keep trying to use shift incorrectly. Because I'm trying to use it, sometimes I press shift and I'm like, yeah, this is gonna dash because I'm thinking dash here. And that's not, like, how computers work. I don't know if you know that, but you don't just get to think what you want and have it happen. That's an extremely sci-fi thing. I also don't think I would want that, like, period. It would be cool, but, like, I don't know, can you imagine playing video games and you just think something and it happens in the game? Oh, buddy. Those scouts are really fucking me up. Do I want it? I want it. Oh, that's the gigantism. I think I would have made that if I wasn't gigantic. Hard to say though, really. It always is. Now, unfortunately, I cannot open this door. You're kidding. You're kidding. I can open it with an arrow from afar, though. I can't open it with an arrow from afar. You know what? I don't think you can open that one without getting hit with the bow because you're locked. When you shoot, there's a little bit of time here. I'll hold left. There's a little bit of a lockout there if I show you again. There's like a 1 second lockout between when you shoot and when you can move again. Oh, this is definitely the boss. Please keep all metals off of the soil. Please do not cut any branches while walking through the undergrowth. Please do not disturb the wildlife. Yeah, I'll give him a shot. I will definitely not beat this boss because I have never seen it before. But I'll show you what the bosses are like. What a great end. The bosses in this game, so far, the first one was very well designed. Very cool, very fun. Let me see what's up here. I am dying. Huh, nothing. Alright, let's do it. I don't know who this is. Spoilers, by the way. It's a skeleton pirate. You know, would have never guessed it was a skeleton pirate. Oh, and this is a whole fight based around the jump. I see. You're supposed to basically spend your entire time airborne, I bet. This actually doesn't seem that bad, except for if he jumps up and fucking claps me. What the hell? Oh, he's about to phase change. Quick soup break. Oh, it's a new... Oh, there's a second one. You definitely cannot just stay in the corner. There's no way that you're gonna be allowed to just stay in the corner. I'm really bad at these perfect shots, by the way. I'm bad at getting these crits. Which, it seems like the bow is probably the ideal weapon because you can guarantee your crits. I think actually you can guarantee your crits with every weapon. Wish I had iframes on the dash, but that would be a different game, wouldn't it? You can also, if you were wondering, I guess I should illustrate. You've seen it now plenty, but you can spin jump off of enemies like I have been doing. Oh, I jumped right into him. I'd like to kill one of them at least. That'd be good for my morale. Yeah, look at that, we killed one. Now I can die in peace. Here, you know what? Quick soup break. This might actually be, like, completely winnable. First try, which would be insane. But this fight seems really easy. I'm suspicious that it's going to end, honestly. There's no way that's the whole boss. That was the whole boss? I'm insane. Oh, that's weird. Wow. That boss was significantly easier than the first boss, I have to say. That's really wild. I did not expect to make progression on this save file here. Huh. Well, cool. I thought to myself, because I debated this sort of a scenario happening, but I was like, there's no way that I sight read kill the second boss when I show it off. Absolutely no way. But I'm well past my prime. I would never have stood a chance against those beasts. Yeah, you would have. Nah, brother, you got this. Don't you worry. Well, I'm gonna go run off into the sunset now and die because I need to wrap this video up. It's been 40 minutes. But this is where we're supposed to go next, I suppose. You know what I'm gonna do? Actually, I'm gonna make a meta progression unlock if you don't mind, because I can. So the pizza girl, what her thing is if I bring her money at the entrances to places, she will permanently unlock the teleporter for me, so I can just teleport right over here. So like at the start of my next run, I can teleport right to this portal. Really good idea, so that you don't have to traverse the castle every time. I'm gonna see if I can get her over here as well. I don't know if she's over here. But if she is, yeah, look at that. How much? 1750? Really, like, great stuff. I could also unlock meta stuff, and I don't know if it's technically better or worse. It's hard for me to say, really. But, like, this run's going very well. I blame it all on the bow. Cool. I will traverse this. Yes, I'm not afraid. Actually, I should not do this. My character is massive. I'm gonna get smoked in there. Look at that bird. Oh, shit. The mush boom. Is that a shield? And then Spear Maiden we've seen before. I'm experiencing new content right now, so you're just kind of... You're watching me identify the enemies. Can you cannot. I thought you could do it on spikes, but I guess not. There's also iframes, so, you know. That's a big dog. I mean, I do feel like, in general, this game is a little bit easier when you have a ranged weapon. A lot of enemies are much easier to deal with when you can just hit them from a diagonal, though. Like, Chef with a bow seems... I didn't even see it up there. Seems very good, I have to say. It's a door, I see. Did the screen just get really white? It seems like it did. Maybe that's just a particle effect or something. I'm getting a little bit better at critting these enemies as well. I'm getting better with the bow as I play with it. And that's basically the entire game is just, yeah, it's gonna take time. That's how video games are, isn't it? Yeah, you're just gonna have to practice. Ooh, little zombies come out of the ground. Risen? Risen what? Ooh. Got a little something over here as well. Oh, I cannot make this, can I? Can I make that? I don't think I can make that. I think that one of the things that this game does very well, though, is the it's a good balance between interesting, like, platforming sections and just, like, you know, the gameplay. It's fun to do the little platforming challenges that they lay out in front of you. Like, when I was doing that fight there and just spin jumping over the bosses like crazy, that shit was cool. Gotta talk to my boy Nameless Knight. Welcome to the far shores, traveler. It's been a while since I've been here. Despite its history, the view is quite nice. Alright, buddy. Always cool in a game like this to just throw a character like that in and have him pop up and say some random bullshit, honestly. I saw this on the map, I just didn't grab it. You can head up here, it looks. I'm gonna take the heal. This run's never gonna end. Like, what the heck, man? I might just have to end this naturally. Like, not naturally, but like, I thought I would just die, but I don't know, I'm too cracked. Ruining my own video because I just can't die. Oh, these are enemies that you have to hit with the echo. The faded out enemies you have to hit with the echo jump. That was a whole thing. Don't worry, I'm gonna die. It's looking pretty likely. Oh my god, this weapon's finally useful. Oh, it has 4 charges. How terrible. How awful is that? Oh, he's still alive. I didn't kill him. Alright, we're good. I'm very much going to die soon. Now it's just a question of what kills me. And to think, I almost didn't take it. Oh yeah, I just walked right into it. To think I almost didn't take the bow, and then I just accidentally killed the second boss in the first impressions video. That's cool. Yeah, and then you just start a new run. I'm going to end it here though, but oh, a chef with your weapon applies or extends burn on a starter? That's pretty good. Yeah, overall, how do I feel about this game? It's good. Definitely give it a shot. I think that if you had reservations early on, like I did, because like the game was kind of annoying, they did a lot to make this game just good and not annoying. It really feels like they took the feedback that people gave, and I don't know if a lot of people gave this feedback, but I gave this feedback, and I said, yeah, I don't like the way that this game looks. And it feels like they shifted their focus away from, hey, check this out, it's so wacky, and they shifted their focus to, hey, check this out, it's fucking cool. And they did a good job of making, like, interesting rooms, interesting puzzling, platforming sections. The bosses have been cool, the enemies are cool. I really have nothing to say against it right now. I'm trying to think of if I have a critique, but no, I think that it is good. I think that the game is all around very fun, very solid, very fun. If you like this style of gameplay, this game is good. So, check it out. And that'll do it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.